Welcome back for more of Mario Golf, and it's a Koopa Troopa! How about that? Now, this is going to be the more updatey version of the rant, whereas yesterday was just talking about some of the games I've played lately. Today's just going to be what's going on now, what to expect later. First things first, I want to know what you guys thought about the second live commentary collaboration project we did for Mario Kart Wii. I almost called it Mario Kart 64, I don't know why. But that was done with Novadon130, MKW Gamer09, and Jesse Mario, with DJ FTW guest commentating again because he couldn't record his end. I really wanted to have Sten co-commentate, but he didn't have... what was it, Sten? You were missing your computer? Computer wasn't working, I think it was. Yeah, really wanted him to include his video, but he couldn't capture it, so that sucks. I don't know if I'll ever do another collab like that again with how much time it takes, and probably not going to be as into Mario Kart Wii a year from now. If I even have the time to put together something like that a year from now, I don't know how much time I'm going to have or not have, but that's all stuff to be figured out later. For the time being, though, that's done. I don't anticipate recording more Mario Kart anytime soon, or at least not for the next couple of weeks. Right now, I'd like to concentrate on Let's Playing. And for now, I've actually completed Jet Force Gemini. I wouldn't have done it so quickly, but I didn't expect to get all the backtracking done as fast as I did. It only took like 3 or 4 sittings. I was anticipating it taking a little bit longer than that. So that gives me time to start my next project, which I'd like to get started as soon as possible, but I can't find the console, I can't find the controllers. And that's going to be a pain in the neck, but I do have a little time before I have to start recording that. I've pretty much decided what it's going to be, and I think a lot of people are going to be happy about the decision. Of course, a couple of people won't. But it's a game that I just feel like doing.
Oh, yes.
I don't care how overplayed it is, it's something that I'm in the mood for, and if I've learned nothing else over the course of the last few weeks, it's that I'd like to pick a game that I'll enjoy, regardless of how overplayed it is or how many better Let's Players have done it before me. The one thing that matters is if I'm enjoying what I'm doing, because I could just as easily pick a game that a lot of people don't like, including myself. I won't have fun playing it, you guys won't have fun watching it, and it'll just be an unsuccessful project. That's not something I'd like to do. I don't like doing underplayed games for the sake of doing an underplayed game, just to have me bitch and moan about it the entire time. That isn't entertaining. But that said, I have to start recording that at some point. I don't know when that's going to start. I don't know when I'm going to start uploading that. It will not be any sooner than... You know what, considering when this video is going up, it may very well be that week. I don't know, we'll see. And by that week, I mean this week. Oh, whatever. Talking about timetables in these sorts of videos where I'm recording beforehand just gets confusing for everyone. Maybe it's not the best thing to talk about, but Jet Force Gemini, that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I don't know if you are. It's certainly not as watched as some of the other games I've done, but at the same time, it's interesting to see your take on it. I don't know if I'll ever do a shooter again. I'm just generally not a big fan of the shooters. But I mean, Jet Force Gemini isn't your average shooter. But, well, it is what it is, and if you want to check it out for yourself, you can see it. This is a really tough putt. Look at this lie. How are you supposed to judge this lie? Oh well, if it goes in, it goes in. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Nice approach.
So I discussed in one of those videos I might consider doubling up on videos just because I don't know if I'll be able to complete the game in time if I don't.
Oh, yes.
I'm not saying you should expect double videos on certain days because I don't know if I'm going to have time to do that sort of thing or not, but I know once the year gets started, I'm going to have even less time available for this sort of thing. More on that when we get to it, considering I don't know how much free time I'm going to have after that. But, really? A sand wedge? This is... look at that shot! I feel like powering just to get a little extra distance, but... at least we're out of the sand. I don't know how much free time I'm going to have once the summer ends. I don't anticipate it being very much, so I'd like to get as much done before that starts as possible. And I don't know if I'll be able to finish the game in time, to be honest with you. That would be the only reason for me to double up, to see if I could get the game done before the year started. And that doesn't mean I'll stop uploading the game when the year starts. I'll just have to record a little bit in advance. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, as usual. I don't want it to end up being like Wind Waker, where I had to put off the second half of the game until the winter. But, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. I've just got so many different games I'd like to do. I remember thinking to myself a couple of months ago that I didn't know how long I could go on with this before I ran out of games that I enjoyed playing, but now I'm going around, I'm seeing what other games there are to play, and I think I've got a little bit of a surplus of games that I'd like to play that I don't know if I'll ever get to playing. And it's a good problem to have, really.
Too bad.
But at the same time, it's difficult to figure out what games you're going to do when. But again, whatever will be, will be. If I have access to the game and I feel like playing it, then I'll play it. That's how it goes. I mean, my priority list for what game to do when is, one, is the game going to be fun to Let's Play? Is it one of those games that you can't really Let's Play because it's just boring, monotonous, all of that not fun stuff? Or is it... Well, I actually enjoy the action-adventure games as Let's Play projects more than anything else. RPGs, not as much, but it depends on the RPG. I'm not a fan of those in general, but there are a few now I'm finding that... Well, like the ones that I described yesterday, that I do enjoy playing. And maybe a puzzle game or two.
Nice approach.
Whatever. You guys have seen all the stuff that I put up. You have an idea of what games I enjoy and what games I don't.
Nice par.
So you can just use that as a measuring stick if you want. Next on the list is whether or not I actually feel like playing it. And this can vary from time to time, believe it or not. There are some games that I really enjoy playing that, for whatever reason, at a given time, I may not want to play it. Who knows? There's no real rhyme or reason to it, I just may not want to play it at that time. It was like Wind Waker last summer, where I really wanted to play it. There's no rhyme or reason to it, I just wanted to play it, so I played it. And even though I had to complete it... watch it, I see the streamlines going off to the right there. Even though it took longer than it should have to complete it, it was eventually done.
Nice shot.
And last but not least, if I can't decide what I want to do, then I look to you guys if you have recommendations, or maybe I'll put up a poll or something. But those chances are few and far between. I mean, if you want to recommend a game for me to try to play, I'll be more than happy to, but for the most part, what games I Let's Play are up to me. Because if I don't have fun with what I'm doing, then you're not going to have fun watching. I can't believe golf is almost over. I mean, I talked about maybe doing ring shot after this, maybe doing mini golf, but I don't think I'd have much fun with either one of those. Maybe at a later date I'll try that, but really all I wanted to do with this game was the tournament mode. Will I ever... Did I turn that the wrong way or something? I'd like to continue doing this sort of casual Let's Playing thing where I can just sit here while I'm talking about whatever I feel like ranting about. I like that thing. I like the informality of it all. So I may do Toadstool Tour eventually. How soon will that be? Who knows? It may not be for a year. I have no idea. But I like doing this sort of thing, just kicking back, relaxing, talking to you guys. Just like I used to do with the streams. I've been testing out a couple of things with the stream. I tested on Justin TV. And overall, I think it's better than Ustream, so if I ever stream again, it's going to be on Justin. But I need to know in advance I have like a whole day to myself before I can put aside time for a stream again. But believe me, if I ever get time to stream again, I will let you guys know. I'd like to stream. I don't know what I would stream, honestly. But I'd like to stream again eventually. I think that's about it. So let's see if we can finish this on a par. I would have liked to get first in this, but I think the bar is going to be set at -8, and there's no way I'm going to get -8.
Nice par.
Mario Open is not very easy. Yeah, it's usually -8, so I'm kind of disappointed that I only got a silver here, but all in all, those 2 eagles really helped out. So that's going to do it for Mario Golf. I hope you guys enjoyed the tournament mode. If you really, really, really want to see ring shot or mini golf, let me know and I'll consider it. But for now, this is UniversalGiant, and I'll see you guys next time. Bronze trophy! Yeah, I guess that fills out the collection for this tournament.